Miyamoto Musashi won more than 60 duels, many of them without fear, and some without even drawing his sword. But the greatest battle he ever fought wasn't against another man. It was against comfort. And what's strange is this: the discipline he built 400 years ago can still change the life of a normal office employee today. Musashi left home as a teenager. No stable shelter, no possessions, no safety net. He trained wherever he was, slept wherever night found him, and ate whatever was available. Not because he enjoyed suffering, but because he believed something deeply. Once you depend on comfort, your mind stops obeying you. For Musashi, discipline wasn't about motivation, it was about survival. Years later, in a quiet apartment after work, an office employee sat reading about this life. At first, it felt distant. A swordsman from another era didn't seem relevant to deadlines, meetings, or emails. But as he read deeper, one line stayed with him. Musashi believed that comfort makes people weak long before failure does. The man stopped reading. He looked around his room, a soft bed, endless scrolling, waiting for weekends, doing only what was required. For the first time, he noticed how much his life was designed to avoid discomfort. The next morning, he didn't change everything. He simply showed up fully. He arrived on time, not rushed. He finished his work carefully, not quickly. No one noticed, but something inside him did. And that's when the shift began. Musashi believed something else. Training only when you feel ready is the fastest way to remain unprepared. So he trained especially when he felt tired, because that's when discipline was real. As the office worker read this, he smiled uncomfortably. He had skipped learning many times because he was too tired. That week, instead of leaving the office immediately, he stayed back. Not to overwork, but to understand one thing better than yesterday. No excitement, no reward, just consistency. The book was no longer history. It had become instruction. Musashi was also known for his silence. He observed his opponents long before striking. He believed noisy people reveal their weakness early. The office worker began noticing something. The loudest voices in meetings often said the least. So he tried silence. He stopped complaining, stopped explaining himself, stopped reacting emotionally. He listened. And when he spoke, his words were clear and direct. Slowly, people began paying attention. Not because he was louder, but because he was precise. As he kept reading, one line hit him hard. The greatest victory is victory over yourself. He realized something painful. His real enemy wasn't his boss, his workload, or his salary. It was procrastination, fear of responsibility, and the need for approval. So he began mastering small things. Preparing before meetings, owning mistakes without excuses, finishing what he started. Nothing dramatic happened. No sudden success. But he felt something new: control. Musashi's life wasn't glamorous. No applause, no comfort, no recognition, just repetition. And that's when the office worker understood something important. Discipline isn't exciting. It's quiet. It's boring. And that's exactly why it works. While others waited for motivation or opportunities, he became ready for them. Months passed, then years. He wasn't chasing success anymore, but success began noticing him. More responsibility, more trust, more growth. Not because he read a book, but because he lived one lesson at a time. Miyamoto Musashi never worked in an office, but his discipline fits perfectly there. Because battles don't always need swords. Sometimes they happen behind desks, inside routines, within the mind. And in any era, discipline still wins. For more such content, subscribe to InfoPulse.